Hi, this is your Houston Chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We got Bryce down here with us this afternoon, and he came down here all the way from Arlington, which is up in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
Yes, sir.
And Bryce has a very interesting case. I've spent quite a bit of time with him going over his history and examination here today because he was born with cerebral palsy from lack of oxygen in the birthing process.
That's
correct?
Yep, that's right.
And you've been dealing with that your entire life.
Yep, that's all I know.
And so that doesn't preclude him from getting an adjustment. I went ahead and did some history and exam on him that clears him as being safe for an adjustment like I do. He doesn't have any loss of bladder valve function. He's got some heel walk deficiency on his right foot, which you would have thought had been on the left one because he's had surgery on the left foot and tendons they had to cut from him having hyperspasms in his muscles which contract the musculature. And I'm just going to have you walk down the hallway, and I want you to, because this is a classic pattern for cerebral palsy patients in their gait. Well, you can see he's got pretty significant altered ambulatory kinetics, and that affects his compensatory kinetics in his pelvis and his spine too, which that's the main complaints that he has coming in here today, actually.
Yeah.
Is his low back pain that radiates down into his right buttocks, down into his right leg. He feels compressed. That was a big issue for him as well. He feels like his lower spine's been compressed most of his life, he told me.
Mm-hmm.
He gets some neck pain and stiffness, some occasional dizziness and giddiness, thoracic spine pain in the mid-thoracic and upper thoracic region. He gets some right rib cage pain around to the side and up into the front. He does get a lot of cramps and spasms down in his calves bilaterally, and that's probably mostly from the cerebral palsy contractions that he's been dealing with his whole life.
Yeah.
With severe patients like this, I mean, of course we are not going to cure his cerebral palsy with these adjustments, and we don't ever represent that we're curing anything on anyone or promise anyone an outcome and give people false hopes. In fact, what did I tell you, if you remember, about adjusting you today?
Oh, if I can get some pain relief and a little bit of, more structure when it comes to my movement, then we're happy.
And well, I told you I would accept you as a patient just to see if it could help you with those things.
Yeah.
And then you could decide whether it helped you or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to adjust these kind of severe cases just because I'm hopeful of it helping some of the neurology going on that can possibly help them function better. And that's really what we're all about here in this office, is helping people's lives decrease in pain and improve in function. And I hope that's the outcome that we see today. You're going to get to see every bit of his treatment live from get to go, because I've never treated him before, have I, Bryce?
Nope, first time.
In fact, this is your first chiropractic adjustment, isn't it?
Ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're just like Rosina on that end. First for both y'all. I love newbies though.
Yeah.
So let's show him your posture. Now see, he's already doing one thing I told Rosina not to do. Hold his hands out in front of him. Pulls his head forward. Okay, close your eyes again then, Bryce, and bend your head forward and backwards for me, please, sir. And then back to neutral. There you go. See, his head's forward and off to the right. He's a side sleeper too, him and Rosina both. They're match made in heaven. That's literal too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so his pelvis is also translated over to the left side too from his gait issues. So we're going to do him on the BioPhysics table first, Bryce. So let's have you lay back on your stomach for me, please, sir. Some of these might be a little tender at first, Bryce, just because they've been out for your entire life.
Remember to breathe.
Yeah, remember to breathe, that's for sure. Now, here's the cool thing. His legs are exactly even in this prone position, but watch this. Look at his pelvis already reacting. See how it's raised way up off the table? See how the right leg gets shorter by about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch? And that really tightened up in your quads a lot too, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
You felt that spasm and cramp almost coming on, didn't you?
Yep.
So you can see all those things in a sophisticated exam. Bilateral sacral pain, Lumbars or paraspinals are very hypertonic as well, all the way up into that lower thoracic. You feel those, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a scoliosis curvature in his spine. Now, he had surgery down here in his lumbar spine. How old were you?
2 years old.
2 years old. He had his nerves burnt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They told you it was an all or nothing thing?
It was either this or you're going to be paralyzed.
Yeah. So, thank God he's not paralyzed.
Yeah, bingo.
He was a little nervous about that getting adjusted today, but if they cut his nerves, I'm not going to do any damage to him more than that. It's right there. There. Ain't nothing I could do if your head popped off when he left that. So you can see also, just looking at the symmetry of his spine, you see how this left shoulder blade sticks up more than this right one?
Yep.
That's part of the curvature, and then his spine comes out to the right here and back over to the left. So I'm going to start off adjusting your pelvis. Just breathe. You're going to find out, like Rosina, these are a lot deeper in person.
Yeah, they do. This ain't like the screen.
Keep breathing. Crackhead's going to love you, Bryce. There you go.
In through the nose, out through the
That's
mouth.
right. See, Rosina's a big study. I like that. Let's see if this made any difference at all. And it did. See how his pelvis didn't raise
It's
up
not
so
as
far?
much. Yeah.
And look, the legs stayed more even too. I bet you that doesn't tighten up as bad.
No, it does not.
Imagine that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
See, that's just one adjustment.
It's gonna make me cry.
It's pretty cool stuff. I love my job. And I'm just getting started, Bryce. Okay, let's turn you on your back, please. Okay, yes, sir. Keep breathing through your nose, out your mouth. Yep, slide down about an inch for me, Bryce, and put both arms straight out sideways. This is my Jesus adjustment.
Yep.
You've been watching my videos,
Yep.
right? So you know this is my Jesus
That's my favorite
adjustment.
one.
I like it
Another.
too. There we go. I try to be more like Jesus every day, but I'm not him.
Oh, that just cleared my sinus.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, breathe. Put your hands on your tummy for a moment. Let me have this leg. I'm not going to pull it off. There we go. You should have felt that from your knee all the way up into your hip. Did you?
Yeah.
Cool. You have this one too. Breathe. There we go. Yes, sir.
Ooh, I heard that from over here.
Okay, let's set you up face towards Rosina. You okay?
Yeah, that's great.
You want to keep your chin and head up straight if you can. Try not to tilt it. Does he tilt to the right most of the time when he's talking to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's all pattern development.
Yep.
That's just ingrained in his neuroplasticity right now.
Really?
That's the brain's constantly adapting to its environment, both internally and externally. So
Wow.
he's just an adaptation of his entire lifetime with this
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
That's all I, yeah. That's all
Well,
I
that's
know.
not just all, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's, yeah.
See your sweaty hands?
Yep.
That's the sympathetic nervous system.
Oh, that I've had forever too.
Well, that's sympathetics firing off too much. There we go.
Ooh.
Yep.
I feel like I just took a Claritin.
Let's come over on this table next. We're gonna have you lay on your back on this table now,
I guess
Brad.
I'll stay there. Okay.
I'll let the table down a little bit for you. You got a front row seat there, Rosina.
You gotta breathe.
You can't
okay?
be playing your Houston chiropractor on your home.
No,
Okay.
I know.
Don't
You
be
have
doing
to
that.
breathe.
And you have to come here for these adjustments or go see Dr.
Yep.
Elahi up in Addison. Slide up this way about 3 inches, please, sir.
Towards you?
Keep going, yep. One more. There you go. Let your legs just relax, Bryce. The table's gonna lift them up. This I recommend both of you start sleeping on your backs with your
Yep.
legs parallel to the floor with no pillow, see? Because you got a curve forward in your neck. And with
Mine is worse.
With cerebral palsy, when you have that forward curve, it's less intense on the nervous system. That should feel fairly relaxed
Yeah, it feels good.
in this position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pin your pelvis in real tight.
Sure.
You can rest your hands right up here. Slide down this way just a little bit. There you go. You guys said your prayers before you came in, right?
All right. I made sure to say
Okay,
for real.
good, good, because we'd say one for y'all too. The good Lord didn't give me these healing hands for nothing. Okay, nice deep breaths for me. Wiggle your left ear. There it is.
In
Just
through
like
the
that.
nose.
Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now you already had a little hyperreflexia over on his upper extremity over there. His patellar reflexes were pretty low, and that's a little bit improved from what I got
That's-
over there.
Yeah. Oh, that felt great.
Imagine that. Tilt left. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Just like that.
Yeah, it was good.
How do you feel?
That was great.
Do you feel like there's like air in your
You're
body now?
reconnecting from your brain to your body now.
Yeah, that felt so good.
Sideways. Yeah, let's come over here and shoot you now. See, you survived after all. Got a bigger smile going right here.
Good job.
Well, take a look at your posture in the mirror
Yeah.
already.
I know, this is
See how your head's
incredible.
not so
Oh my
high.
god.
right now.
Stand up straighter.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
You're 6 feet tall now, Bryce.
I've been at 5'11" forever.
Yep. There we go. There's a little sore spots, I know. Here's your homework. Shoulders up, back for me. We have these guys here. See how it tightens up that trap? Then you want to bring that head straight back. Yours is to the right, so we go left and look backwards. You're going to feel a little tap on your atlas here. And there. Now relax. Try going forward and backwards again, Bryce, and see if this feels any easier up here than it did previously.
Oh my goodness, right?
That feels
Take a look in the mirror right now.
Yeah.
You squared off like a new military man. Look at the space we opened up here.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
That feels so good.
Now we haven't done anything but the adjustment on him. I'd like for you to walk down the hallway here. Let's just see what that changed your gait at all. Did not make a big difference in his gait, but I bet he's not hurting as bad walking that way.
No, I don't feel the same back pain
Yeah.
I felt the first walk.
Yeah.
Great.
So again, you know, we see severe spine cases, and that's really what I love seeing at my stage in my career, is the worst of the worst. Because there's nothing I can do that's going to hurt these people, because I rule out contraindications right in the history and exam.
Uncross your hands, Bryce.
Yeah. She's a quicker study than you, Bryce.
She
You have
knows.
to listen to her. So how would you describe your first experience here at our office seeing me today
I'd say
to the rest of our crack addicts?
yeah, I was very nervous coming in here just due to my condition, and I'd say after getting that adjusted, I probably feel as good as I've felt in a very long time, and I'd say probably the majority of my life standing here. So I definitely recommend it because it is really some advanced relief.
And the thing is too, I mean, he's been hearing horror stories his whole life about his
Yeah.
condition, how
Yeah.
nothing's gonna help it. And I'm not saying that this is gonna help his cerebral palsy, but if it helps him function better and have less pain, that's a win as far
Yes.
as we're concerned.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
if we can help you improve the quality of your life, then that's what we're all about.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you for sharing your condition and your
You're very
story with
welcome.
everyone today,
Thank you.
Bryce.
Thank you.
This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And this is Bryce from Arlington, Texas. We'll see y'all soon.